Alright, we are here with the Sikokorsky again, and this is going to be an update that I just was playing around with some random parts and discovered. So I can actually make these rotor blades fold back if I have an end effector near it and it presses it. So instead of using this absolutely crap rotor brake that I really didn't set up and it's pretty much just a clutch and doesn't really stop it at all, I'm going to use this and I'm going to change that to a fold button. So the end effector actually doesn't have to be right, like, at it, which is pretty nice. I can have it, I think, 2 or 3 blocks away, so I could have it, like, out to there. But I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it, so I'm hoping that I can maybe put it underneath it, and then maybe have it come out to here. I'm not sure if I have to have it pointing at it exactly or not, but we're going to try something. I might get rid of that block and throw it there. Yeah, we'll try that. So we'll go ahead and just throw a button down here for the hell of it right now. We'll go ahead and connect that there. And we'll just go ahead and no clip on up. And that did not work. So I'm guessing that it has to be right in line with it, which is alright. We can figure something out here. I can probably put it right underneath it. That's not enough room. I'll put it right on it. I'll go ahead and throw that there. We'll connect it to the button. Still didn't work. We'll place it right here. And yeah, we'll go right there. And we'll just throw it there. Damn it. We'll throw it there. We'll connect a button here. That didn't work. We'll try and jump up there right. That still did not work. So it should be working. This is going to be true. Let's see. Alright, so I just did another little test. Oh, damn it. If I could stay up here, that would be amazing. And I just removed this little pipe because I think that it was getting in the way of it. So we'll go ahead and try it now. There we go. So now they're folded. So I can't have anything in the way, which might make it a little bit difficult. But we can probably go ahead and throw it up here. I'm not sure how that will look. We might actually even be able to throw it up here. We could probably put it, like, right in here. Oh, that's a big hitbox. I could probably throw it there. If I could find a spot to place blocks. There, I could probably put it right there. So let's go ahead and try connecting that. We'll go ahead and remove that one. Nope, still nothing. So it has to be facing right at it, I believe. So let's go ahead and remove that, and kind of rethink this a little bit. So I can just have it up here facing it directly head on like that. But it's going to take up a little bit more room than I would like it to. Oh, you know what else I can do? I can XML it invisible. I'm sure it will still work. So let's go ahead and just plug that in. We'll get rid of that one because this thing does not need to be more expensive. There we go. Actually, I don't know how much those cost. So let's just get that in there. And there we go. So now they're folded back. And let's go ahead and see if I can just XML this block invisible. And then if I can, I will just place it in there. Alright, so I have successfully made this little thing invisible. It is facing that way. So... Is it? I don't remember which way it's facing. That may be a problem, but we'll figure it out. So we'll go ahead and go over here. And place this. I'm sure it was facing the right direction, maybe. I think so. We'll go ahead and place that right there. And merge these two. And then we'll plug it in and see if it works. And if it does, we'll connect it to the correct key. And if not, we'll keep playing around with it. But this should work. Damn it. Nope, I might have had it the wrong way, though. Let's try flipping it. And there it is. So we'll just go ahead and grab it and flip you like that. And that. And we'll see if I can grab a block on it. Yep, there we go. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass spot. Alright, let's hook that up. That's still hooked up. Perfect. Jesus. Nope, still nothing. Can I see it here? It was just right there. There, so it is true. I wonder if it just does not work whenever it is not connected. So let me go ahead and make it visible again. And let me go ahead and, where is it? Just grab its ID here. And we'll see if I can just straight up connect it here. One sec. There we go. Alright. So we'll go ahead and get this save name, and then I'll see if I can just make that one invisible here. So that is just Rotor fold. Now we'll go ahead and search, and I'll search for its name. There it is. And we'll go ahead and make that 0. And we'll just try one value here first. See if it's even the right thing. It should be. I don't think I have multiple of these. Yep, it is. And that's connected, so let's see if that works. Yep, that works. So let's go ahead and try making the other one invisible. And there's the other number there. I know you guys can't probably see my XMLing tool, or just the window, but it's just literally going through and adjusting the numbers. So I'm just changing where it says it's main size. It should be 0 or whatever. Nope, there we go, perfect. I can send a quick screenshot of it, but I basically just pasted in the vehicle underscore tool underscore interact, which is its name, then pasted it into the search for the entire helicopter, and then I just changed its size, 2 of them, from being a 1 to a 0, the 2 outer numbers, and that's how I did this. So we'll go ahead and connect this over here to the rotor brake, and actually that has to be a toggle to push. Which I have somewhere here. Number to toggle, where is it? Toggle to push. So we'll go ahead and hide this away in here. And we'll connect that from here and that to there. And I'll go ahead and keep all of the rotor brake things still on. Just because it's probably good to not have power to that while it is folded. And there we go. So that all starts back. So I think that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and hop on in. That probably needs electricity as well. We'll go ahead and flip that out, and they all go out. Oh, that didn't work. There we go. Alright. Why is it not? It did something weird whenever I, look out. There we go. Alright, weird. I don't know what that was. But we'll go ahead and connect electricity to this. We'll just go ahead and connect that right off of the same thing that the key is off of, I think. That makes sense. But yeah, so I think that's a cool little feature to add. I didn't know that you could use an end effector like that, so I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we will go ahead and find the Sikokorsky and that one. And we'll go ahead and update it right now. Nope, there we go. Sikokorsky S92 rescue helicopter. There we go. Not the default thumbnail. We want that one. And double check that this is the right stuff before I save over it all. Yep. And update. There we go. So that is all for you guys now. I think that's a cool little feature. I'm really happy that I figured this out. It might be very well-known info. That I just haven't heard about, but I think it's pretty cool, and I think a cool little feature. So we'll go ahead and end it there, and thanks to anyone who watched this.